Welcome to another edition of Pittsburgh Sportsline at Sips Sports Bar, 3024 West Liberty Avenue, 15216. We got a great crowd here. We have a younger crowd, so I want to mention to the younger crowd, whenever I mention Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook, you're allowed to drink water, Pepsi, Diet Pepsi. And for the adults here, we have a tradition that they're drinking alcohol because we're in a bar. So see Kelly and Brandy. And make sure you like Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook. We're at 524. And I hate to put a lot of pressure on you, Chief, because Chief's here, but those are some of the ground rules. And I know some of you can't hear us, but this will be on YouTube, and it'll be on Verizon 32 in the area, and in Bethel Park only on Comcast 7. But you can see us on Verizon 32 throughout the week. And then I got to mention that I put everything up on Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook. You can see all of our videos, you can make comments, and you get to see the whole show. We have a great day in sports in Pittsburgh here. I'm Al Levine, the Talking Machine. This is Smoking Jim Frazier and Chip the Prophet Hayner with, I don't know what he's predicting now, but I'm still on that Bucko bandwagon. They're in first place. And what's today's date? The 26th or something? That's amazing. So I'm all in with the Kool-Aid that Chip gave me. And we start the show off with what's on our mind. And we're going to do that right now. Chip Hayner, what's on your mind?
Thanks, Alan. And I just want to look out here, and I just want to thank everybody for coming and watch our taping of our show tonight. We've got some old friends. Claudio's over here. We haven't seen him in quite a while. Welcome back. We got Matt Sedlak back there and his BMX bike racers there here to see us. We got Bill Boyce and some of his lovely models here paying us a visit. And our good friend Jody's hiding over there in the corner, and I wanted to say hi to her. And thank everybody for coming up. But what's on my mind? Alan talked about it. It's August 26th. Pirates are in first place. Today would actually be the 43rd day in a row that the Pirates have either been in or tied for first place. Pretty impressive statistics, and I bet everybody thought I was crazy back in February when I was predicting success for the Pirates this year.
You and Clint Hurdle, buddy.
So somehow they seem to have a formula that seems to be working. Best pitching staff in baseball. They've been playing solid defense, and well, the offense shows up occasionally, not frequently enough. But you know, we're just enjoying the season, and you know, waiting for the playoff run. I got my notification in the mail for my playoff tickets, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and bite on that one too. So.
Nice.
You know, but other than that, you know, a lot of interesting things going on in sports. We had Ryan Braun, you know, come up with some half-hearted attempt at an apology for
12 pages. 12 pages.
Well, you know, for using performance-enhancing drugs, and you know, of course, he didn't know what he was doing. And you know, we had Tiger Woods yesterday. He choked on the 18th hole. He could have sunk a birdie putt to tie him for the lead, and it just didn't quite make it. So he's continuing along his path. And then, you know, we had the Steeler game Saturday night. And, you know, I know Jim and Alan and Little Z have predicted some pretty big things for the Steelers this year. And I don't know, I've been watching these preseason games, and I'm scratching my head. And I try to remain optimistic, but I got questions. The optimistic things I saw was, you know, Cortez Allen came back and played very solidly at cornerback opposite Ike Taylor, and Troy Polamalu looks like Troy Polamalu. If they can keep him from getting hurt in this last preseason game, you know, I think we may have a candidate for NFL Defensive Player of the Year again. But that's what's on my mind, Al.
Chip, thank you very much. I don't know what you missed in sports here, buddy, and I'm glad we didn't talk too much because Tiger will win a major. And just because he's off of steroids, those little aches and pains, they'll get better. He'll just take nutritional supplements, not the PEDs. And as far as the Pirates, I'm all in on the Pirates. I believe they should win the division champ. Now the Steelers, I have one word for you guys, preseason. Just think about that. All of you have kids here, or some of you have kids, some of you were kids. Your parents would watch you practice. Do they keep scoring those practice games? All right, we got to go to Smoking Jim now.
Okay, wait a second.
Hey, thanks, Al Levine, the talking machine.
What's on your mind?
Thanks, Al Levine, the talking machine. If you want the green, you got to see Levine. Always like to start off the show by thanking my main man, Dan the Man. If you like coffee, get it from Dan the Man. He makes the best on the planet. You won't be disappointed. Please take care of your bartenders and waitresses. Kelly and Brandy, wave to all your friends. Also, if you haven't done it yet, please grab a menu. I tell you what, 2 weeks ago, I had the best meatball hoagie I ever had in my life, and it's because of the chef, Pete, back there. So order something. Always want to thank the owners, Mark and Tina, for having us here each and every week. And I tell you what, somebody that's going to come and be a guest on our show this evening, I am so honored to have her. She's going to come up a little later. In my opinion, she's the most beautiful model on the planet. When she was in high school, she was captain of her soccer team, and she's already been on the cover of a couple major magazines. And the most impressive thing about her is she is in her 3rd year as a law student at Duquesne University, carrying a 3.8 grade point average. Everybody, please put your hands together for my good friend, Erica Stevenson. Wave to your fans, Erica. Everybody heard of the curse of the Bambino, but nobody heard about the curse of the Pittsburgh Steelers' brittle running backs. I tell you what, it all started with Greg, you can't make the club in the tub, Hawthorne. Then it went to often injured Walter Abercrombie, Barry Foster, Amos Zaraway, and I tell you what, then it went to the master, the tweeter, Rashad Mendenhall, Isaac Redmond, and I tell you right now, LeBron Stephen Howling is only 5'7", 170 pounds. Is it any surprise that he's already hurt? The Pittsburgh Steelers this week traded for Felix Jones. Felix Jones ain't been healthy since he's been in junior high. Hey, Pittsburgh, if you want a brittle brother, won't you just bring back Deuce Staley? And I tell you what, Le'Veon Bell, he's a young guy. He may toughen up. I tell you what, I don't understand turf toe. I don't understand foot injuries because of this. Rocky Blair was involved in the explosion when he was in the Vietnam War, lost half a foot, never missed a game. Jim Brown never missed a game. Walter Payton never missed a game. Kamikaze Kid's former roommate, Tony Dorsett, never missed a game. Curtis Martin, Ironhead Hayward, never missed a game. Pittsburgh Steelers, quit bringing in these brittle brothers and go after and try to find one tough silverback.
And hey, just to speak to that, does anybody think Rocky belongs in the Hall of Fame?
Hey, we got everything straightened out. I wanted the crowd to cool down because there's no way I can out-talk him. Like I say, I'm deaf in the left ear for sure. This has been going on 6 months here, and they covered most of my sports topics here. So I'd like to at least thank Smokin' Jim and Aaron Ward we had a boxing match. Jose Carabello had us invited for the Pride in Pittsburgh boxing show. It was in Sharpsburg, and I can announce they're going to have another one in the 3rd week of October. So we'll be out there again. Smokin' Jim set me up, told me I had to wear a suit, so I wore a suit. Then he told me I got to talk in the ring, and it was only 105 degrees. Normally I'm a larger guy, but you can understand wearing a wool suit in a 105 oven. And it went great. The boxing was some of the best boxing that I've seen lately with amateurs. Non-stop punching. We have one of the champs that's going to be coming on, who's been a guest on our show before. He doesn't have 1 belt. He doesn't have 2 belts. He has 3 belts. Wow. So to me, I'm impressed. These guys work hard, and it's just an honor that Smokin' Jim and I were able to announce this fight. We had a couple witnesses here. Valicia Ann, she's been following us around. It's one of Bill Boyce's models. Like her on Facebook. She doesn't need any more friends, but you'll see all the graphics. If you see us talking about Wonder Woman, that's Wonder Woman. So she's pretty prolific out there in the Facebook world. And don't forget about liking us on Pittsburgh Sportsline at Facebook. You got to drink your Pepsi there, kids. Nah. And we're going to have a lot of guests here tonight, so I'm going to cut my little what's on my mind a little short tonight. But thanks for showing up, and I appreciate Bethel Park letting us venture out of the community. We're getting a lot of great feedback. We're being seen everywhere from Uniontown all the way out north, south, and east in any community that gets Verizon 32.
And in God's country, Monroeville.
Oh, I forgot.
They got cable out there.
Who lives there? Smoking Jim. Never mind. We're going to go. We have a lot of great guests. We better go to the guests. I can't wait any longer. We're going to bring up our first guest right now.
I tell you what, I don't even know how we got her. I am so honored. She is the #1 ring card girl in the state of Pennsylvania. Beautiful model. And I tell you what, not only is she beautiful on the outside, she is more beautiful on the inside. One of the smartest ladies on the planet. And I tell you what, she can outdance Beyonce. Everybody put your hands together for Erica Stevenson. Come on up, Erica.
Right here would be the seat.
Awesome. Hi, everyone.
Just tell everybody
Good evening,
who
Erica.
you are, because I know he gave a great introduction.
He did.
But in case they couldn't hear him because they turned the sound down now, you just speak here and.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Thank you. My name's Erica Stevenson. I am at Duquesne University. I'm in my 3rd year. I'm a junior. I lived on campus. I now reside in Southside, and I commute onto campus. Today was actually my first day of class.
Congratulations. Do you walk to school?
No.
Okay. I got to ask because a lot of them take public transportation there, right?
Yeah, well, me and a couple roommates, we live in Southside, so we actually carpool, and we all pitched in for a parking pass. So it kind of worked out. So we park in the garage, we get to school early, get to class, get our morning coffee. Good to go. Good to go all day.
Is that Starbucks coffee?
That's right, Starbucks, right
We're
in
not
the
promoting
student
them,
union.
Oh, there you go. And it's your 3rd year now, and you're going to be a lawyer when you're done?
Yes, my career goal is to hopefully internship with KDKA or WPXI. And hopefully work with them being a news reporter in the newscast field. And then I'd also like to take on law school after I get my undergrad degree and be a criminal lawyer.
Criminal lawyer.
I'm interested in defense, criminal lawyer.
Wow.
Well, you're from Charleroi, so that'll come in handy.
It sure will.
Yeah, you got a whole city full of potential
I need
clients.
to take their money.
Whoa, you heard it first, guys. About 2 years now, she'll put that shingle out
I'm a
there.
valley girl. I know what it's like.
Well, I think it's on the uptick. It's getting better out in the neighborhood.
I hope so.
Well, we can be hopeful there. And what sports did you play now? Since
I was a high school track student. I was the anchor on the relay team in middle school and high school. And then I actually stopped running track because I got back into modeling. And then I also was captain of my high school soccer team. I played for Victory Express Cup soccer team, so we kind of traveled all over and played, multiple experienced teams. I danced my whole life. I was in pageants from a young age moving forward. I did tap, ballet, jazz, gymnastics. I love being active. I'm always running on the go. I don't like to be bored. I always like to find something to do, whether it's homework or go to work and make some money.
I'm exhausted just listening to your resume.
Or talk to you fans.
well, what do you do in your spare time?
Spend my money that I make.
Okay, I knew there was some little secret here. I had to pull it out. I always have a question I have to try to stump the guest here.
You stopped me.
Okay, Smoking Jim didn't have any faith in me. All right, he said I would meet my match. I'm still undefeated.
Yeah, I like to go out. I like to shop. I have fun. Spending time with my family is the #1. My mom's my biggest fan.
Why don't you mention her name? Because she's taking.
Denise Stevenson. She's over here sitting at the bar.
I thought it was your sister.
Yeah.
We get that
Smoking
a lot.
Jim. I'm getting cavities.
That's funny.
Is anybody a dentist around here, please?
I had to wear my work boots.
I was actually at the dentist a couple weeks ago, and I had to get a little fix. You know, I was a little upset. I brought my mom in, and
your first cavity.
Yeah. The secretary's like, "Oh, you brought your sister with you," and I'm like, "Oh, that's my mom."
There, we got the mom story out twice. Nice.
But
Well,
yeah,
you recovered from that because that's so traumatic today because they actually put this, they coat your teeth. They give you a little thing early. So then when that's gone, you all get cavities. It's mysterious.
Alan, are you doing these conspiracy theorists again?
Well, I'm not going to mention how fluoride doesn't help you because when we grew up, I know I'm old enough to be your dad's older brother. So, but we used to have Frosted Flakes with sugar. There was sugar, and we'd put sugar on it. And when you get that stirring at the end and it's full of sugar, that's the best time to have your little milk at the end. Look at your mom, your sister. So I had so many cavities that it's unbelievable. So I learned that fluoride does not help against cavities because how could you get cavities? And that's one way how we did it. And I know you weren't having Frosted Flakes with extra sugar.
Never.
That's unhealthy.
My Cheerios even get extra sugar.
Whoa! She got a sweet tooth.
I'm all about that.
Do you read books at all since you're educated? Just the school books, or do you read any books for fun, or you can say no?
Honestly, just school books. Reading is not one of my hobbies.
All right.
And here's why I was serving it up.
Yeah.
Here's why.
If Jim proposes marriage by the end of the interview, don't be surprised.
Because Smoking Jim and I have a couple different theories. I read books. And he believes if you're an athlete, supermodel, or whatever else, you should be homeschooled. And here's why you should be homeschooled. So you just practice what you're going to do in your future. Like you want to be an announcer on TV, you shouldn't go to school. In Smoking Jim's world, you should just be an announcer. You can come on the show and fill in. We may have an opening on Tuesday nights. If you ever won on a Tuesday night, we have one of our co-hosts who's a regular, Little Z. He has to get his certification at plumbing school. So he may have a little hiatus. So we may have an opening, and I'm trying to audition other people. But that's in our studio. Whoa! I didn't tell you where it is. It's in our.
I'll find it.
5100 West Library Avenue, Bethel Park, 15102.
Breadcrumbs for you.
Got it.
So that's the homeschooling part. But stay in school. Keep at 3.8 or 3.79. Everybody likes to round up, so I want the facts on that one. Okay.
Yeah, we always round up.
See, Smoking Jim, I'm finding out more secrets here. Don't tell your sister this stuff. It's not getting sent home, just to you.
Oh, it gets sent home.
Ah, man, you're a truth teller. You know that. Are you going to intern at KDKA? Do you have any chance there?
Yeah, I'm hoping for the fall.
Okay.
This fall, I'm going to apply. And I'm going to send in my resume, and I'm hoping to get a call back. Hopefully this fall, if not spring, will even work. Because I'm in my junior year, so I still have, this year and then, of course, my senior year to go ahead and internship. But I would like to have something lined up by the first semester of my senior year.
Well, if they're listening here, because a couple of them from KDKA watch us now, they don't tell everybody they do. But Smoking Jim's a big man on KDKA radio. They have him on Chris Moore's show, and he's a friend of Chris Moore.
Awesome.
So we do have some connections there. See Smoking Jim. Because that homeschooling, don't just go to homeschool, all right? Anything else you want to promote that you're doing? Because we do fundraising and other things we promote. Or anything you're doing in the community or at school? I know it's early in the school year.
My sophomore year, we actually did run a food drive. And we did it over at, I forget what building it was, but it was in Southside. It was my first semester sophomore.
Was it a bar and you weren't allowed in?
No.
Okay.
It was my economics class. We all went over, we all took in, a couple canned goods, brought together the community, for the homeless and the shelters that were really in need. And it was just a great way, I'm a people person, I'm people oriented. I love, interacting with people. I've waitressed the last 3 years of my life. As he had stated, I did Ring Card Girl, And I just love the fans. I love bringing in, money to just contribute to everybody. And honestly, the homeless shelter was great. It was really good helping out people, that aren't as fortunate and that really could use the items that we provided.
Well, good luck to you and thanks.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody. This is one of our favorite guests. I'll do a punch there. Claudio Rosano. I can't keep track of all the titles and hats he wears. He's only wearing half a hat tonight. I don't know what's happening, but I know CMU baseball season is starting up. So I feel honored that Claudio made the time out of his busy schedule. This guy is just unbelievable. If you haven't heard Claudio speak, he's a motivational speaker, he's a businessman, he's a baseball scout, and if I forgot boxing, he was at the Pittsburgh Pride Boxing Show in Sharpsburg, downtown Sharpsburg. He supports, his wife and daughter were with him, and they looked like they were happy to be there.
They were. As long as they weren't taking the punches, they were okay.
Nobody did. Well, a couple times I might have there when I had to go up in the ring, but welcome to the show.
Thank you. Always good to be here with you guys. Always. Thank you for having me. Thanks.
Well, what's on your mind? Because you know the routine. And
we do. Our first practice for CMU baseball, we have a fall season, is this Saturday, and our first game is next Saturday, September 7th. So we have to kind of hit the ground running, and we lost 5 starters, so it's going to be quite interesting here.
This is why it's nice to have Claudio here. I don't have to ask the question. He just lays it right out there, because you had some great players, and academic-wise, they're off the charts. Yeah. And I just wanted to tell the folks that maybe they don't know, there are no scholarships for sports in baseball. No. So for them to come out, it's for actually, like the movie, the love of the game.
They do love the game, and I've been very blessed. This is my 8th year there, and they really enjoy playing for me and for the program, and I enjoy coaching them. We've had some good seasons, had some tough seasons, but
this past year was a tough one.
It was a little bit tough
because your guys, I'm a softball interviewer. Right. I know it's baseball, no pun intended, but I threw up some beach balls. Yeah. And they had to look at you on each one.
Well, you know what? It was a tough season because the ball kind of didn't bounce our way. Okay. But I said lost 5 quality people.
Right.
Quality started finally showing some signs of life at the end of the season.
Yeah.
And then your last game got rained out.
And we got rained out,
which we were invited to film.
Right.
But are we still on the schedule to try to film a game?
We would love for you guys to come for sure.
Okay, because we're going to try to coordinate it this year when it's not raining.
Right, there you go.
Claudio, but your team that you're fielding this fall, any certain positions that really have got you excited about the caliber of people you brought in?
We have 3 good starting pitchers. Darren Kerfoot, Daryl Tan, and Brendan McNabb. All 3 of them are very good starting pitchers. We don't have much of a bullpen, but to be honest with you, there's no stat proving this, but I would say Division 1, 2, 3, club, whoever, I would say we were in the top tier in all of college baseball as far as complete games go.
Really?
Yeah, we don't use much of a bullpen.
What's this pitch count that I always hear them?
I don't get into the pitch count thing. We have not had one arm injury. We've had first baseman get hurt, outfield, but not one arm injury.
We've had this discussion before, and I'm not a big proponent of the pitch count. It didn't.
No, again, I take them out if they're wild, or if they're getting hit, or if they're hurt. Now, last year we were playing University of Indiana, or this past spring in Florida. We were winning 7-1, and we lost 8-7. And I probably left my pitcher in just a hair too long. Every time I was going to take him out, I took a step out. Double play, we're out of it, and by the time it was time to take him out, it was too late.
Yeah, but I'm not into the pitch line.
It is.
It's hard to, one of the things that people in Pittsburgh are starting to pay attention to baseball again because of what the Pirates are doing, and I hear people constantly criticizing the manager because he left this guy in too long. And you got to trust your pitchers. You got to let them work out of jams sometime, and when is the right time?
You said the right word, trust. I trust my guys. And now this year, to be honest, we don't have much of a bullpen this year. But you would like to at least have that option, But we'll be okay. At least we have good catching. Our outfield is going to be solid. And like I said, we lost our second baseman, shortstop, third baseman, left fielder, who was our power hitter. But,
wasn't he on the show?
Yes, Kyle. Yeah.
You know.
And so you know what? We're just see what we have, and you know what? When you have desire, passion, and heart, and you care about what you do, and you're motivated, then anything can happen. So
and here's the motivator right
and then,
here,
when
folks.
you provide an environment
Right
when for these young men to want to succeed, anything can happen.
Well, like I said, I've been blessed to be there. Every stop I've been, I've been blessed, and be it pro scouting companies or coaching, it's been a blessing. And I enjoy my guys.
How's the scouting going? To go change subjects a little bit because you've been so busy. We've done phone tag so many times.
Right.
I gave up counting.
Well, it's going well. Scouting anymore, pro scouting is 12 months out of the year with overseas and winter leagues and things like that. And then when you're not doing camps, then you're setting up camps for next year and promoting them.
So you're actually scheduling
for next year.
Yeah, you probably have some.
Yes.
Are they local? We're at.
Well, we have them all over the place. We have them in, and even my instructional camps. I'm doing my own this year.
Are you?
I did some this year. I'm doing next year. I'm going to Ohio, Rhode Island, of course, Pittsburgh area, maybe New Mexico, Chicago, Indiana. So I'll be around.
You got to let us know where you're going to be located because there's a lot of great players in Bethel Park.
No question.
The home neighborhood here of Bethel Park. We have a lot of great players.
Our whole area is very underrated when it comes to sports. Period.
Right.
And
we don't get to play long enough.
That's
baseball.
Huge. Right. And for me, I get that all the time. I really don't care. I mean, maybe I'm being biased because I'm from here, but if a guy's good, he's good. I don't care where he's from. But like I said, I'm looking forward to our CMU season. I think we're gonna have. I know we're gonna have a good season. Our guys are gonna work hard, and it's a conference I think we can win. And so we'll see what happens. We're an exciting team to watch. A little too exciting.
How many games are in your fall season?
We are going to play 16 fall season, and then we have a spring season, so it carries over.
Okay.
But I love the fall season because the weather's the best. It's nice and crisp.
Absolutely.
The field takes more weather, more rain.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas in the spring, you sneeze and it gets rained out.
We saw that.
Yeah.
Will you keep us informed of it?
I will for sure.
Now, let us know. Can you come back on a Monday? I know it.
No, I can. I can.
Okay.
I definitely can. If
Monday, don't forget, is Labor Day out.
No, not this Monday.
Okay.
I'm saying on Monday.
No, I'm always here. Right?
Okay.
When you guys are around, I'll be here.
Well, that's what I want to know is once you start your season, when you're a couple weeks in.
Sure.
I want to hear what's going on. Then maybe we can coordinate something and get a camera crew out there.
I definitely, for sure. Why is it that when pretty girl's here, Jim leaves the phone away? As soon as I come up, is he texting
He's
me?
texting her.
Or is he texting me?
He's texting Erica. Look, I caught him. Erica and her sister.
I'm not that bad,
No. But he said you're not exactly his type, and then you're his brother from another
I know,
mother.
that's my boy. Smoking Jim's my boy.
But you busted his chops pretty well.
I had to get him a little bit.
You did.
And he gave me a shout out on KDKA. There was a documentary interview done on me. I was the first person I said I want Smoking Jim to do it, and I'm grateful that he did.
I joined in the show, but him and Chris Moore, Smoking Jim talked so much, sports, football. He threw your name out like it was silver dollars. He kept pitching them out to Chris Moore.
I appreciate that. I met Chris at the banquet, and again, a very well respected guy. He's one of those guys remember years ago, those guys were around for a long time.
Yes, right.
Chris has been around for a long time.
Oh, yeah,
you build a relationship with a guy even if you don't know him.
Yeah.
Sam Nover, there you go.
There you go.
There you go.
That's
yeah.
right.
Definitely. A lot of classics like that.
And they don't make them anymore. You still have Stan Savran.
Hold it, you're getting in that category, buddy.
I'm going to be 49 in October.
No way.
Young man.
Yeah,
No way.
Yep, it's clean living, but no, I still
it's getting too deep. We're going to have to go to halftime here.
All right.
We're going to get to our halftime. What else is going on that you might want to bring up? Anything special?
Doing things with Kratz, Come Ready or Never Start, apparel company.
I'm looking for my bar. Those two
They're
bars
good, aren't they?
They're delicious. I'm ready.
He still keeps the wrapper in his folder.
If I didn't forget
and licks
my
it
binder,
occasionally.
it's collecting dust because I'm looking for fresh, I'm ready bar.
We'll bring some more.
Prawns.
And the good thing about that company is, again, I always say, the old axiom in real estate is a good location.
Yeah,
good location.
yeah, 3 times.
And business and life, good people, good people, good people. And Franz has great people. Pat Cavanaugh and Satiris, Angelou, and their whole staff, and they have great products.
Bring them in. They can bring a case, and then they can talk about it. Because my buddies here got to have some. My co-host,
You know that.
I try to monopolize that stuff. And speaking of good people, it's been a pleasure.
Always my
Claudio.
You're a good man. I appreciate your conversation and wisdom.
Great
all
to
the
see you
time.
again, my friend.
Thank you.
Great to see you.
Our halftime show, we normally talk local sports. Well, he is a local sports nut. He's
Yeah,
a
no, a
legend.
legend. He's a legend.
Well, he's a Hall of Fame legend.
He's our.
Look what jersey you're
He's
wearing.
our first inductee.
All my
into the
pit
Sim
laundry's
Sports
dirty,
Hall of
okay?
Fame.
Now, his cleaner and laundromat in Upper St. Hazelwood, they shut down. Look at him. What's the excuse
Hey, there was a
here?
football player robbed the bank today in Hazelwood.
Yeah. You didn't chase him down. What happened?
They caught him here only running 4.9.
Jarvis Jones.
He was the same speed as their #1 draft choice.
Right,
Jarvis
Jarvis
Jones. We're glad to have your insights anytime. Are you eating the pork chops or the steak tonight?
Big steak tonight.
Okay, get out of here,
Aunt
man.
Tina made it.
There is no Aunt Tina. There's only Tina here. You're out of the club.
The Kamikaze Kid.
That's the Kamikaze Kid. Didn't miss a game his whole career, and he hit like a ton of bricks. Everybody, including his own teammates. So he only knew one speed. Now, on our halftime show, I always go to Chip, but he already talked about the Pirates. So what else do you want to bring up?
What else do I want to bring up? Well, just kind of touching on the local sports scene. The Pirates got a day off. The Steelers got a game coming up on Thursday night,
they
and
do.
I know that you have said earlier, I got one word for you, and that's preseason.
Oh, you listened,
And you
thanks.
remember my 5 words from last week, remain calm.
Yeah.
All is well. Well,
Steelers.
I'm going to tell you something, at some point or another, they're supposed to stop making the same mistakes over and over and over again. And, I don't see any progression there, I would love
They're
to.
hiding it very well, Chip.
You
They're
know-
hiding it so well because they're not playing the starters. The offensive line's not ready. They haven't played enough. We got every excuse in the book. 11-5, folks.
11
I'm on the
and 5.
bandwagon with the Steelers. 11-5. You heard it here every week. So had to keep it alive.
And you know what? In the same way that Alan drank my Kool-Aid with the Pirates, I'm going to take a little sip on his, and I'm going to be optimistic and and pull for my the boys in black and gold. But I'm still scratching my head a little bit.
Smoking Jim, what else you got for the halftime show?
Hey, I met a new friend tonight. Hey, Beth, thanks for coming way back there. But she's sitting with one of my best friends. I tell you what, we got a young lady that's back there that's an author. She got an excellent book called The Slick Move Guide. And I tell you what, Jody, she allows me now to write a sports column weekly on her blog. And I'm in the process of writing a book. I believe that my book is going to be the #1 selling sports book of all time. And Jody's going to help me. I appreciate you, Jody.
For a second, because our first guest after halftime is a champion. He has 3 belts. JT Brackett is going to come up here, so we're going to need Jarrell the Brick. Is he in the house?
JT the Brick, come on up, buddy.
Thanks.
I had to pay attention.
Will you set them? Now, move that down, please.
Get this out of the way.
Set them all along here, because.
I'll give one to you.
Oh,
Thank you.
I'll give one to you.
Give me that big belt, baby.
One to you. And that's the cover for that belt.
All right.
that looks like a fresh belt
That
there.
is
Yes.
nice.
This is the Pittsburgh Pride.
Here, why don't, since you're standing, my friend, take that mic. Be careful. Hold it up
This-
close to you.
The first belt is the
The one in the
WP
middle.
The first one, the one in the middle, is the Pittsburgh Pride Light Heavyweight Championship. The one that I believe your name is Chip.
Yes,
Chip
sir.
is holding is the WPO Cruiserweight title, which is 178 pounds to 201 pounds. And the one that the Talking Machine is holding is the light heavyweight, which is 165 pounds to 178 pounds.
You're kidding. This weighs 178 pounds.
No, I did when I fought for it.
Oh, man.
And let's be honest, JT the Brick, you don't need a college degree to knock somebody out, right?
Well, I don't need a college degree to knock somebody out, but I need a college degree for other things that I want to do with the rest of my life.
Very good, very good.
And I would suggest that for
I
all
got
of
the
you out there.
revolution on the show. Education.
Get your education. Get your
And
education.
see, I'm not educated. This is 178 pounds of belt.
I was 178 pounds of kick-ass when I got that belt, and when I defended it on Saturday,
What are you now?
somewhere in between 170 and 180 pounds. That's all I can say.
There's an honest
in the
fighter.
neighborhood, right? In the neighborhood.
I'm in the neighborhood. You know, I like to drive. I need to get out of that neighborhood soon, but you know, I'm there.
Well, let me congratulate you again publicly on the air.
Thank you.
It was just
Congratulations on your victory.
Thank
we
you.
announced, Smoking Jim Frazier and myself announced the fight with the Brick, and the Brick looked like he was running downhill against one of the toughest boxers that I know. Eric Sindor is one heck of a fighter.
Yes.
And this guy was so determined, and we talked before the show, and he said that I might have inspired him because of a couple comments that I made when he was on the air. And I mean no disrespect, because I don't want to get hit tonight, all right? But this guy come out, and I just want to tell you, the shape that he was in, I remarked on air. When you see the show, we're going to broadcast this. You'll see that the shape he's in now, he's at the top of his game, and I'm going to let him talk for about 30 seconds.
Okay. There are a couple things that I want to make sure I touch on and mention. Number one, I'd like to thank the Underground Boxing Company, ubcboxing.com, for sending me this shirt. I have another shirt, and I have a pair of gloves, and I have wraps and all that stuff. I want to say thank you to them. I want to also say thank you to the Pittsburgh Sports Bar Pittsburgh Sportsline for having me on your show. Thank you, all three of you. You guys have been excellent towards me.
Welcome
every
back
single
anytime.
chance I've had. The Pittsburgh Boxing Club, which is at 2406 Sawmill Run Boulevard in Overbrook. We are having a show on the 7th, so we want to see everybody there. You will find us on Facebook at Pittsburgh Boxing Club.
Like them on Pittsburgh Boxing Club.
Like us at Pittsburgh Boxing Club
and
on Facebook.
Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook, because guys are getting weak and the kids aren't drinking their Pepsi.
Seriously, like Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, you should like all of us. Seriously.
Exactly. And we're helping each other out. I'm giving you a moment to think on what else you got. Where's our T-shirts with this UBC?
I only have this one.
He had
And then I
a
have
fight
the other
to
one.
get that one,
Do you want me
Alan.
to ask him to give you guys shirts?
Alan.
I would be happy to ask him for that.
Check out the
I
hardware.
don't mind.
He had to earn that shirt. You know what I mean?
Oh, really? I thought I did. 178 pounds of belt.
Yeah.
Come on now. I earned it.
That wasn't a gimme.
But
Go ahead.
But my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/Taurus versus Pluto, has all of my fights on it. And it also has my view of the show from last week, which is the Pittsburgh Pride show at Sharpsburg. My view of that fight is on there. I only have the first half, but they will have the whole show.
Yes, we will.
And I'm telling you, the second half was excellent and wonderful. And he's giving me some.
Because of the Brick, we just went to 525 likes.
Nice job.
Thank you.
Somebody in here must have done it.
Thank you for liking it. Thank you for liking it.
And we're announcing some more of the models from Bill Boyce Modeling Agency, Steel Pinup Girls, and whatever other names they're doing, Rare Toy Modeling. I can't keep track of it all. We'll have to talk later for that deal.
Now,
ahead. What else you got?
want to make an announcement on the Pittsburgh Sportsline, and I'm not sure who's watching out there, but I hope that you're paying attention.
Smoking Jim said 300,000 people now view us in the Pittsburgh area.
Wow.
And he rarely exaggerates, especially about pretty women. So.
Okay. We mentioned education earlier,
No,
so
just hold up one second. Let him finish here.
So because we mentioned education earlier, I have started back at CCAC for my music degree, and I really want to finish this time. I've had a lot of things happen to me over the year. You two have specifically been a part of a lot of it because you've seen what's been going on my Facebook. I am announcing right now that I am going to abdicate all three of these titles.
What does that mean? That's a big word for me.
To abdicate is
He's getting rid of them. I get to keep it. I like this one better. Give me those.
Alan,
Thank you.
to have the,
You can abdicate any day now.
Hey,
to
Alan, you work
abdicate
around
means to have
those
the
things,
right
you're not
to
gonna be able to avoid getting
to have
hit.
the right to royalty and to leave it be, to let
Thank
go
you.
of it. I am going to let go of all 3 of these titles within the next week.
Okay.
Because I need to focus on my studies. I will not stop training. I will keep training, keep working with the kids at Pittsburgh Boxing Club. If you want to train with me, I am working with the greatest trainers in Pittsburgh. We want to work with all of you. We want you to come out and work with us. Seriously.
Can you mention Ted Mercanja?
Ted Mercanja.
Thank you.
Ted Mercanja is my trainer, and he's been wonderful. He has been an excellent trainer for me ever since I left.
One thing I know you need to work on is your ebonics.
You can't work on
don't
ebonics,
work
it just
on
comes
that.
to you.
You know what?
I have
Stop.
had to work on my English and make sure that my English has been perfect.
You know what?
Well, I appreciate the belts. I'm glad you advocated to me.
Yeah, now you're gonna get hit.
One of the reasons.
You're gonna get hit.
One of the main things I'd like to say is that during my time, I have been called a lot of things. I've been called a coward. I've been called a loser. I've been called all sorts of things.
Out. Please don't say everything.
I'm not going to put everything out there.
This is a family show.
And I can't, and I don't want to put that out there. But I want to say these things. I have never backed down from a challenge that has been actually issued to me. Every time a fighter has issued a challenge to me, I've taken it. During the time that I've had these 2 belts, I haven't had the challenges necessary to be able to defend them as often as I wanted to in the first place. Then I find out that this belt is coming, so the moment that I got the chance, I jumped on it. And now I have this belt. Now what I want to see is that over the course of time that I'm gone, I want to see who the 2 people are that are going to fight for it, and I want to see the other fighters that come out because of it, and I can't wait to see the competition. I can't wait to see it. I'm not going to stop boxing. And at some point, I want to have this belt, this belt, this belt, and the cruiserweight version of this belt when I get the chance to. So let's be honest here. I'm not leaving. I'm only taking a short sabbatical. I deserve it. I've been fighting.
That means time off smoking jacks.
I've been fighting for 2 years. I have fought literally. I've fought 21 times in the last year, to be honest with you.
12 months.
Yes, in the last year I fought 21 times. I've had to go to Ohio. I've had to go to West Virginia. And I've had to go to other places to find fights. So when I hear people say that I'm a coward and I'm all these things, it just shocks me because I would just jump and do it.
What do you listen to these people about anything?
Who said I was listening? They say it and I hear it. That doesn't mean I pay attention.
The question is, how many of them are bold enough to say it to your face? They probably got knocked out.
How many did you hit that say that to you?
That's my thing. They'll say it to my face, but they won't get in the ring with me to actually fight me. That's the difference. You'll say it to me, but then when it comes time to put up or shut up, it doesn't happen.
JT, I want to congratulate you on everything. Thanks for making this another BPTV first.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. The belts are yours.
Thank you.
The belts are yours.
With your academics.
Thank you very much.
Kelly Roberts makes the best cupcakes in the world. Thank you, sweetie.
All right, sit down 1 second so they can see Steel City pinups. How come they're all chocolate cupcakes?
And I don't even like chocolate, but she makes the best double chocolate cupcakes, and I'm not sharing them.
Yes, you are.
Chip's already digging a hole in there. Kelly, thanks for bringing cupcakes. We appreciate it. Thanks for liking all our posts.
Thanks, Kelly.
Because they're all good posts. You know,
you like all mine too, so I can't complain.
Well, a couple I missed. I couldn't keep up with you ladies on a couple of them, just so you know, because you're everywhere. But thanks for coming to the show.
Thank you.
You take care. Thanks
Kelly
for the trades.
Irish.
Thank you very much. Thanks for coming.
Thank you so much for the cupcakes. Sip Sports Bar Hall of Famer, Matt in the house.
Matt, the voice, Sedlak.
What's up, guys? Been a while.
Welcome back.
You been working on your brother handshake? Yeah, you got that.
Oh, he did that. What was that at the end that little Z keeps teaching me?
All right,
No, he's from Upper St. Munhall.
Upper St. Munhall. I'm gonna kind of jump right into things.
Well, here, can you just sit back and try to talk a little bit faster?
Talk a little bit faster. All right.
No, I'm kidding. I'm sarcastic. I'm trying to tell you that. Just talk normal speed.
All right, check this out.
You actually have more than 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
Sweet.
223.
All right, I got a new clothing sponsor that I want to feature for you guys. It's pretty cool to be associated with these guys. I'm gonna take off my team jersey.
Whoa,
Racing.
another first on BPTV. For all the ladies,
Matt,
girls.
Matt the voice Sedlak is now part of the Metal Militia.
Wow, that's sweet.
To be associated with those guys.
And where are they located at?
They're out of Las Vegas. That's the legit team. Vegan and all those guys. The freestyle,
Really?
they branched into BMX, and I know some people who put some words in for me, and I got clothing sponsored through them.
You knew their people. And
it was one of those deals. I'm not the fastest rider, so I kind of people. I do my best. More known for my voice lately than my riding, but you know what? I brought on with me. I always talk about when I see BMX race, I'm calling those races. You see those girls out there, they're riding.
No, we don't see them. Some of them are short.
Give a stand up. Girls of South Park BMX, make yourself seen.
Okay, that's better.
I always say BMX is not just boys fun, the girls do it too, if not better. And
you're stealing Smoking Jim's line. What do you always say about women?
Inspire. Before we get into them, I want to do one quick plug though of a benefit.
Do a couple plugs.
Okay, I am going to be.
Relax. Try to relax. Where's the water for him? Last time I got him water, he calmed down.
All right, but
10 seconds.
Yeah, Monday, September 9th at 8 p.m. Mark your calendars. I will be guest bartending at Smiling Moose down South Side to raise money for South Park BMX.
Tell them again, because you talk so fast. Like, do it a little bit slower.
Mark your calendars. Everyone, get your calendars out. Mark September 9th down that you're going to be at the Smiling Moose down Carson Street, because Matt, the voice, Sedlak, will be guest bartending down there to raise money for South Park BMX.
Well, there you go. Congratulations on that. Now, what else do you got going on? Because I know you always got something.
I got a lot going on. I also got a question, Smoking Jim.
Yes, sir.
Being in the SIP Sports Bar Hall of Fame, can I put that on my resume?
You sure can.
Done deal.
That's co-signed.
Only 4 people are in the Hall of Fame. You're one of 4.
That's a prestigious thing.
But there's one caveat. Smoking Jim, that means he has to do something for us. You got to get some more likes on Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook.
Right back there was one of your likes today.
525.
525.
What's her name?
Erica.
Eric, not a second Erica. This is Erica night. We'll have to have her on here.
Told you I was going to do it. But yeah, like I said, you guys.
Well, thank you. We appreciate it.
No doubt.
I'm not throwing you off yet.
Not throwing me off yet.
Because here's what's going to have to happen. How many people did you bring that you want to have on air? Because some of them look shy.
Some do. All right, who wants to talk on camera first? How about this? Let's go with one of the top girls and up-and-comers. I see her going pro in her future, hopefully. Let's bring up Powers Bike Shop sponsored Samantha Soup Bone Miller.
Soup Bone! Look at her shoes. I like those shoes, too.
Soup Bone, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Tell everybody, because this is broadcast all over. Even though we're Bethel Park and South Park doesn't get along, you see how I am.
Yep.
There's no problem. No rivalry here.
Good to know.
Just, you can tell them who you are, because you got a great intro, but if you want to say hi to somebody, is your mom and dad here? Or?
My mom is here.
Well, you can
She's
say it
little
so it'll
Robbie.
be forever
Right.
on YouTube and Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook.
Hi, I'm Samantha Miller. I'm from South Park, and I race BMX, and I wanted to say thanks to my mom and dad for supporting me for racing, and my mom's here, and hi, Mom.
Do you have any sisters or brothers?
I do. I have a sister.
You can mention them.
Okay. I have a sister, and she used to race, and that's how I got into it.
Oh,
by
really?
Following her.
That's great. Mention her name. So then.
Sinead Miller. She was a cyclist, and she was a professional cyclist, so.
And what does she do now? She doesn't do that anymore?
No, she's just a student now.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
Another schoolgirl.
Hey, do you
Education.
plan on
We
going
got the
professional
brother.
yourself?
I do, one day, hopefully.
How soon? Like in the near future? A couple
A
years?
few years.
Well, how old are you,
I'm
first
16
of all?
years old.
Okay, well, that's why it's a few years.
Yeah, right.
Right? That's good. And what grade are you in at South
I'm
Park?
a junior right now, so I'm in
Okay.
11th grade.
And where do you want to go to school?
I'm not sure yet. Probably.
Okay. You don't have to decide now. Don't even speculate.
Okay.
That's one of my hard questions.
Yeah, when it comes to the recruiting part, Jim can help you with what to ask for.
Yeah. If he doesn't know somebody in college, he travels the country. So seriously, these are some good connections here. And we'll help you out. Good luck in your season.
Thank
When's
you.
your next race?
This weekend.
Well,
in
funny how
Louisville,
you
Kentucky.
mentioned. Tell them we're at.
Louisville, Kentucky.
There you go.
Wow.
And this is amateur racing?
Yes, it is.
And what class is it, or can you
I
explain
race-
what it is, since I don't understand it? Matt talks so fast. I have good comprehension, but that speed talking sort of holds me back.
I gotcha. It's funny when he announces.
I want to
race-
hear him announce someday, too.
It's a good time. He's jumping around, screaming everywhere.
This is Louisville, Kentucky.
Louisville, Kentucky, and I will race 16-year-old girls and 15-year-old girls.
And how many are in a race? Because I see it's all crowded at times.
Right.
So
Only
how many?
8 people can be on the racetrack at a time,
Okay.
but more girls come, so you have to have qualifiers, and then you get to the final event, and so only 8 girls are racing at a time.
See, this is like horse racing out at the Meadows.
Sure.
Because I used to have horses, and for the Adios, they do different heats, the same type of thing. Now, I'm not comparing you to horses. You're much prettier than the horses. But I wish you the best of luck in Louisville.
Thank you.
Bring home a trophy.
I will.
All right?
Super. Good luck. Good luck with your...
All right, let her sit down.
Representing CNC Racing is going to be Tori Brain for you guys. Tori Brain.
I got to make you work because you're hyperactive. Tori, nice to meet you. Thanks for being on the show. How old are you?
11.
When did you start doing this?
When I was 6.
6 years old. So you have 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Did you win any trophies or anything?
Yes, I have a whole bunch.
Do you?
A whole bunch.
Yes.
Wow.
Do you have aspirations of being a pro too? Going pro when you get older?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, why don't you say your name on the air here, and then your friends will see this. I won't mention on Facebook on Pittsburgh Sportsline, but I'll put it up there. So you want to say hi to your parents? Are they here?
No, they're not.
Well, then you got to say on air. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Tori Brain. I just want to say hi to my mom and my dad and all my friends.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it. When's your next race?
Louisville.
You're going to Louisville too. Well, good luck in Louisville. You bring home another trophy.
Yeah.
Thanks for being on our show.
Good luck to you. Good luck to you, young lady.
On to the next. Let's bring up Kate Goodman.
Okay.
Kate Goodman's one of the newer riders this year. So she's.
Kate, welcome to the
Hi,
show.
Kate, welcome to our show.
How old are you?
12.
12 years old. You just started, I heard.
Yeah.
So you love the sport? How did you find out about it?
Well, my brother always liked riding his bike, and he sort of got into it, and then he sort of wanted me to, so I did.
You did. And how are you doing in the sport?
Good.
Have you been in any races yet? How many?
A lot.
A lot of races. Did you win anything? Getting play.
Yeah.
You won trophies too. Matt's bringing all the champions out here.
I'm gonna bring you the best.
This is the city of champions. Well, you're going to Louisville too then. How'd I guess? Good luck to you in Louisville. Bring home another trophy. Thank you.
Congratulations.
All right. We got a local team out this way run by the Bramer family called Thunder Racing. I'm gonna bring you up Shaylee Gunzenhauser first of Thunder Racing.
Pronounce that last name again.
Shaylee Gunzenhauser.
Okay, thank you.
Say that 3 times fast.
Shaylee Gunzenhauser. Gunzenhauser's in the house. Shaylee Gunzenhauser. I think I passed. And how old are you?
14.
And how long have you been doing this?
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
Let me guess, you got a trophy case too.
Yeah. Chip's not one of the fastest co-hosts, but he's faster than me, so he figured that one out. It took me 2 people, so I appreciate it. And you're going to Louisville.
Yep.
Now, what grade are you in?
I'm going to 9th.
9th grade.
I
And
don't
when do you start?
Next Tuesday.
Are you homeschooled?
No, I go to
Smoking Jim, there we go. You're my straight comedian here, so I appreciate it. Well, I wish you great luck. Bring home another trophy.
Bring home another trophy.
It's a pleasure
Good
meeting you.
Nice to meet you too.
Bring those trophies in. We'll have you girls back. I know it'll be school night, so we'll have to get parental permission slip signed. Not just Matt, okay?
Okay.
You take care now.
You too.
Hold it 1 second. Do you want to say hi to your parents?
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Okay. Well, this will be on air because, we can't film them. Do you have a brother or sister?
I'm an only child.
Okay, well then get out of here.
Okay, we got 2 more riders. So we got another Thunder Racing rider, Maria Kratz from Thunder Racing as well.
Say her name again.
Maria Kratz.
Okay. Kratz. You said Kratz the first time.
I've been announcing.
I know. I have to tease you once in a while. Maria, nice meeting you. And I've asked everybody how old they are and then how many years have you been racing. So you know the routine. Because I'm nervous when I interview. I don't know if you know that. How old are you?
I'm 13.
13. How many years have you raced?
4 years.
You started at 9 years old. How come?
Well, I just liked riding my bike around on some jumps we had in the backyard, so my dad...
And you saw the BMX track right nearby? So you stopped in. And then, did Matt call any of your championship races that you won? I call a lot of races. And how many trophies do you have?
A lot.
Oh man, he brought the best out here. You want to say hi to your parents?
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
And you know the other question, do you have a brother or sister? Or,
I have one brother.
Well, mention his name, because how old is he?
He's 9.
Don't mention his name. No, go ahead.
His name's Trey, and he races too.
Oh, well then we're going to have him on the show. See how many trophies he has. Well, good luck to you. You'll probably be in Louisville.
Yeah.
Good guess.
Bring home all the hard work.
Congratulations. You take care.
One more rider, last but not least, local bike shop, Top Gear Cycles. Shout out to those guys. Sponsored rider for Top Gear Cycles. She's another new rider. She caught the bug after seeing her brother ride a few times.
Whoa.
So it's going to be Abby Brannick will be.
I can't see her. Where is she? Abby, welcome to the show.
Hi, Abby.
Now, I'm not going to ask you how old you are, but are your parents here?
Yeah.
Well, say hi to them on the air.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
And I heard your brother's a racer.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Zach.
What?
Zach.
Zach. Zach's a popular name. We have a co-host who's Zach. Now, how old are you? 8 years old. Have you ever been interviewed on TV?
No.
I've never done an interview myself, so I'm nervous if you don't mind. What do you want to talk about? What grade are you in?
3rd.
3rd grade. When do you start school?
I started today.
You had your first day today,
Yeah.
and you made it into our show. Look at that, Smoking Jim. They don't have to be homeschooled. They still come out and represent.
Yeah, they probably don't start with homework until the second day.
I don't know. Her parents are looking at her, and they're like, come on, we got to go. Now, I've asked everybody else if they have any trophies. Now I'm going to ask you, have you won any races or been in any races?
I've been in races.
How many races?
I think 5.
Because you're a newbie from what I heard, right? Is that the right term?
Yeah.
And you love the sport? Are you going to Louisville?
No.
Somebody's going to hold the fort down.
You got to
there.
protect the home here. Well, you know what? Thank you for being on our show. And then you'll get to see us on Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook. This will be on YouTube. And you want to say hi to any friends? I know you talk to other friends, so go ahead. Mention their names.
Hi, Tori. Hi.
Go ahead. Anybody that doesn't race now.
Hi, Maria.
You want to say anything else? How about good night?
Good night.
Good job.
Excellent interview. You want to wrap this up with the BMX?
Yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up.
Because he doesn't have anything more to say about BMX.
Hey, Matt, the next time you bring her back, she'll have her trophy case filled.
Also, anyone interested, you guys want to come check us out racing at South Park BMX. There's still a lot of races left. We're racing Wednesdays at South Park BMX track. We have registration from 6 to 7, and we're dropping that gate at 7:30. Come on out, because it's.
I gotta come and hear you.
You guys gotta come out and hear. You guys are my guests in the announce tower with me. You guys will get the best.
Oh
view.
man! There you heard it. We're coming.
You guys gotta come on out.
What
and check
time
us.
is this?
Okay, it's every Wednesday. It is from registration is from 6 to 7, and we're dropping that gate at 7:30.
We got a schedule.
What can we do there?
You guys will be in the announce tower with me. You guys will be my guests.
Bucket list
in the
is
announce-
full.
My personal guest in the announce tower.
All right, get out of here. Your Munhall buddy wants on. Little Z.
Matt, appreciate you, buddy.
Hold it. It's Z time. We got to bring. Your mind to end this show.
Yeah, what's on my mind? I want to thank Al Levine. I want to thank Smoker,
didn't
Jim
do it for
Frazier,
that.
Aaron Ward, everybody that came out to the boxing on Saturday night in Sharpsburg. I know parking was rough and it was really hot in there, but it was a really good event.
Can I eat some now? I'm hungry.
The Puerto Rican Prince really put on a good amateur show.
Yes,
and
he did.
I was just happy to be invited and be in attendance. Looking forward to Rod Salka getting back in the ring October 12th. Obviously, BPTV, Al Levine, Smoking Jim Frazier, Aaron, everybody will be there. I'll be there back where I belong in charge of security. So
I know. I was eyeing up the security there.
When Kimbrough and Reiko and Paul were talking, we had a little bit of we had a who's who there in the building of boxers on Saturday night
Check
too.
that photo out. It's an awesome photo with the Pittsburgh kid, Reiko War Saunders, for Quan Kimbrough.
Now you got his name. I wasn't close enough to you to get to you to tell you.
Well, you know what?
He had to tell you.
Everybody was telling me it began with a T, so we got to end the show on that happy note. Watch that trio of champions, just like little Z's a champion out of Upper St. Homestead, Upper St. Munhall, wherever he comes from. I want to thank everybody that come to the show tonight. We appreciate it, all the great guests we had. All of South Park, we aren't having a rivalry with Bethel Park, not tonight anyhow. Thanks to Smoking Jim Frazier, Chip the Prophet Hayner, John the intern, we didn't mention him. He's doing a great job. He's not paying attention right now. And Devin's always watching that clock for us, never bored here. And Aaron Ward, I can't give her enough compliments.
And hey, let's not forget the shout out for Devin's birthday this weekend.
Yeah, well,
that's what this hat is for all the guys that serve, like Devin said.
And we appreciate all that. Thanks for watching the show.